G'day viewers and welcome to my next mod guide.
So some of you would have seen that I was lucky enough to score a set of to purchase a set of the Deadpool rival blasters, what are they called? Kronos. So anyway, I thought what we might do is have a look at the blasters themselves, see what they are able to do, like what sort of FPS you can get out of them, and have a bit of a look at the internals and see if we can make any sort of improvement to that FPS. So what we'll do is we'll just run with one of them for the moment, and we will set up the cronny and we'll run it over the chronometer in standard form. We'll use some genuine rival rounds in it. I also have some aftermarket rounds, so we might run a magazine of each through it so we can get a comparison between genuine rival as opposed to the aftermarket, see if there's any difference. Then we'll come back, we'll open it up and have a look and see if we're able to make any sort of improvement and familiarise ourselves with the internals. Set up the cronny and we'll be back in a sec. Alright, so this is the rival Kronos test in stock standard form with genuine rounds. Now we'll do 5 of the aftermarket rounds. These aftermarket rounds are available through NF Strike. Alright, so we'll use those as our baseline readings, and so now we'll go have a look at the blaster and see if we can do some modifications and improve that FPS reading at all. Alright, so let's get taking this apart and see what we can do. Okay, so what do we got here? Okay. There's big assembly there. Catch. Spring. Relatively beefy. Plunger rod with the hook at the top. Can we get this plunger tube out? Catch. I'll have to try and remember how that went in. That way, okay. See in the top here there is a, looks like a air restrictor. Just for a second. So when this is back, okay, the whole mechanism comes back. Okay, it is an air restrictor of sorts. It doesn't block the flow completely, but it does reduce it by the look of it when it closes. So let's just have a look and see if we can actually get this piece out. Barrel come out. onto this piece, top and bottom. So there we go. Alright, now you can see what I'm talking about, this piece here. So when this comes forward, your rival ball pushes on this, pushes back on this, and it opens up this vent at the back, you can see. And then when it pulls forward, it does sort of restrict the airflow a little bit. Not a lot. Not a great deal at all really, but it still does to some extent. So what I might do is, with that, there's a screw in the front of it, so yep, you can't screw it. Now what I might do is just reduce the size of this circle so that it doesn't inhibit any of the airflow slots. And I might actually open up some of those slots to make them a little larger. So what we might do is make this outer diameter the same as the outer diameter of that inner circle, so that it's not interfering. So that means we're going to have to take it back to pretty close to the edges of the holes. What I might also do is, this piece here is just clip out these side ones. I'm not going to take it any more than that, because I think it'll might weaken the structure a little too much. So so we've got a couple of O-ring seals that we need to have a look at realistically to make sure that they are sealing correctly. One is this O-ring seal here, which seals into the front of your plunger tube, and you've got the O-ring that actually fits into the plunger tube itself, which is very, very loose, so I think we can increase that as well. Now, as far as springs go, I mean the spring that's in it's fairly powerful. Significantly longer. That's a Mega Magnus spring, which is similar diameter, good 1.5 inches longer. I don't know that it actually seems any high compression, though. The only other thing is I've got one of these C836 springs which is too short. High compression. Now, take this. Alright. That's it there now. So let's have a look. Better. Alright. Now put some tape under the O-ring on the plunger head. After taking that out, there are some relief vents in the plunger head which allow for airflow both ways to get past the seal. So what I might do is see if I can plug them up. A little hot glue packs. Alright, now, let's see if we can get some glue out of this. I think we can do a tape because that one sticks adhesive. Yeah. Better. Not too stiff, but better than it was. Go back with the original spring. See how we go with it. Shoots. Okay. Give it a bit of a test and make sure it's shooting alright. Alright, we'll set up the chronometer and see if we've made any improvements. Alright, so first we'll try the genuine rival rounds and see if it's been able to make any improvement with those. Now remember, essentially this is just an O-ring improvement and that air restrictory type thing. So the spring's exactly the same spring. So we'll compare the average on that to the previous average. Let's see if there's been any improvement. And now we'll try it with the aftermarket rival rounds and see if there's been any improvement using those. Well, we've been able to break the 100-foot barrier, so that's obviously an improvement there to some degree. If you could, if you up the spring, put a K26 spring in there, or got a spring that of a higher compression with enough length and what have you, then you could probably increase the performance a little bit more. So we might have a look and see if I might go through my spring collection and see if I can find something that's suitable. And if so, we'll come back and we'll try we'll show you fitting that new spring, and then we'll re-chrony test. So we'll go and check what we've got out there. Now, I didn't have any other springs that looked like they were the right length that would be any higher compression. I only had like a Orange Modworks Retaliator spring, which I don't think would be any higher compression than what the one that's already in there is. So what I was thinking though was that the spring that's in there already has some compression on it when it's loaded. So the C836 spring I have apparently is the same weight etc. as a K26, but it's shorter. So what I'm thinking is it might actually fit, but just not have the pre-compression like what the other one does. So open her up again and have another look and see if it will actually fit in there. Let's load this up and go try it over the chronometer now. Alright, so let's try it out now with the heavier spring, see if it's made much of a difference. Alright, so that was with the genuine rounds. Now let's try it with the aftermarket rounds. 29.5. Wow, okay. Alright, so there you go. That was the Century Spring C836 spring, and I ended up having to cut off, you've got one, two, there'll be two full coils, so to get it to fit. And yeah, when you cut off those two coils, there's sort of just enough room for it to compress and catch and what have you. But as you can see from the results, it's increased the FPS by a reasonable amount. So there we go. There's my Rival Kronos Deadpool mod guide. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you liked the results. Thanks very much for watching. Keep your eyes out for an announcement video that will be coming shortly, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.